Hi guys, my name is Joe from Motorsport. Today we have Motorsport Superlow rail to suit our chassis, Nissan Skyline and Silvia rail. And we have a Motorsport SR5 seats. What we're going to do today is show you how the seats goes onto the rail and goes into the car behind me, R34 GTR, and show you all the tricks and things you need to know during installations, and hope we help you out when you purchase our products and save you some troubles and when you're installing our products. Here we go. Okay, what we got here is the aim is to try to get this rail into one of these patterns in laser cut into the rail, and we'll get on this countersunk bolt and with the washers behind it, so these create that clearance for that for the lever to move. Now the reason we use a countersink bolt here is because when it slides forward, it doesn't hit that bar there. That's the only place where you need to use a countersink bolt. The rest of the area, just use a M8 Allen head bolts that provide with the kit, and just goes into here, and make sure you got the spacer in there as well. Now you can see me drop here. That's best to have someone to help you, but if you don't, then it's perfectly fine. So we just loosely screw in one of the bolt holes here, and then we'll move on to the back. Now you just need to slide that forward to create that room there, so you can get access to the other side of the bolt, the nut. So just need to line it up, get the washer there, sand there. Sometimes a little bit of material, generally the slot, and screws it in. And last one with the washer and a big round washer that provide with the seat. Get your hands underneath and push it to line up with the last bolts. Okay, once you've done that, with the gun, put it in the gun and just ram it in. And obviously that's a smaller head with a smaller Allen key head, just like that. Simple. Now, this is where you put the seatbelt buckle. You remove the seatbelt buckle from the factory seats and put it here. You always encourage to have to take out the buckle first before you do the installation. That way you can put the whole assembly together. Okay, you might notice we provide you with an aluminium washer, strange aluminium washer that goes with the seat rail. This is because we engineered this rail to suit R34, Skyline 32, 33, 34 GTR, and Silvia chassis. Now there's a little bit of difference between the two chassis. Reason being, there's two taps being different. One is next to the tunnel, and one is on the angle of the reinforcement bar. Now, we'll provide this washer so that you can put it in a different chassis. In a Silvia, there's a little hump on the side, so you can't really use a washer. But on the Skyline, the finishes, the tunnel finishes here. That's what the washer is for. So it sit flush with the tunnel. On the Silvia, the washer goes on here and then not here, so that it fills that little gap there, so that it sits correctly. And we provide you with that special long bolt, so it goes through the washers there. So the washers go, the bolt goes here or here into the chassis, which will provide you with some instructions a bit later on to tell you exactly how it goes. Okay, so there's other seats where there's a concave base, okay? because we've got a flat bar on our rail, if there's a concave base, so you need to, the starting point will be here, so you need to pack up from the back. So we provide you with the aluminium washers. So I'm just going to show you how it goes together with the seats with the concave base. So we've got 2 washers on here. It goes in the slot on here. And just a normal M8 bolt. We use a long one. And this is it. Okay, now we already removed the factory seats and put the seats in position. I'm not going to tell you how to do it because it's quite straightforward how it's done. So make sure all the cables are out of the way. Should be a sensor cable there. Now, I explained it to you before on that washer. This is a Skyline cross member, chassis cross member. The Skyline cross member sits a bit more upward, and the Silvia sits a bit more shallow. So that's what we have the aluminium washers for. For Silvia, you put the washers here. For the Skyline, we'll put it in a tunnel there. So this is a Skyline chassis, so we won't need to put any washers there. So we first line up over there. And then over here. Just hand tight. Just to locate it so it doesn't move. And then you slide the seat forward. And then you expose to the back. And then looking at it, it's a bit hard to get the seat, get the bolt in now. So all you have to do is just bend that bracket a little bit back. So once it's in, you just have to sort of guide it in slowly. Okay, we'll get to there about the position. Now this aluminium washers go behind there, clip it in, so that provides the correct spacing for the whole rail. Now it's in position, and we can pretty much tighten up the 4 bolts. Now we're seeing this is for Skyline. This is a Skyline bolt. That's a Silvia bolt. Once again, the Silvia, the transmission tunnel comes out here, so that we don't use a washer on the Silvia. We use that washer to the front of the chassis. Now we just have to lock it up. And this one you have to use a hand tool, unfortunately. Back, just lock it up. And it's done.